Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored this morning because there are a lot of people on the earth who talk about weather, and a lot of times you come to me. And so, thank you. And a lot of times I go to the weather teams I trust just to double check, verify, and check in. And Cranky Weather Guy is definitely at the top of that list, and I consider him the best weatherman on the planet. On the 17th of July, he was like, hey, as far as the tropics goes, what we'll do is watch these little forced spin ups under the ridge. At first, watch the Gulf for low-end development. Then, as the ridge pulls east and aligns with the eastern seaboard, one could squeak up the coast with enhanced rainfall and breezy conditions. So he's talking about these pipsqueaks that could get bigger and more developed in a cyclogenesis, tropical storm, possible hurricane. It is hurricane season fashion. And so we are watching things spin up, and now is that point where everybody's kind of looking at the tropics because we got a pineapple on board and it's got a place to go. Asterisk. That's right. This pineapple with the stick up its butt has a 20% chance of development over the next 5 days. And if it did develop, it would be headed towards Texas. And I would guess in a water vapor, wetness, rain kind of a way, that a lot is headed into the Gulf and surrounding areas in the next week or two. So, happy Sunday morning. I hope you have a great day. Smoke them if you got them, because it is 2020. And the weather has been tame in the United States of America. Asterisk, it's been all tornado-y up in the north central USA and into Canada. Yeah. And it's freaking hot and foggy. Yeah. You got fog there, and then you got fog up the coast. So that's really interesting, my opinion. And that kind of looks like a Loch Ness Monster of precipitation. So that seems like a sign. You got a red bullseye bean over much of southern Ontario. That seems like a sign. And all huevos are on the tropics. Or is it hoyos? I forget. Pudas? Wait. Yeah, so if me and the cranky weather guy are being like, we should monitor the tropics, and I will be the optimist, and this time you guys get to be the pessimists, though everyone should be prepared. It is hurricane season, with the peakiness of hurricane season coming up over the next 2 months. Yeah. Santa First Rodeo. And it's monsoon season and hurricane season in 2020 season. And the dare shows and debris balls that have been moving through the upper northwest, including the Dakotas, the Minnesotas, and even parts of the Illinois, have been pretty intense for those involved. So this summer keeps on getting steamy. Yo, like 99 set love balloons. 99 L invest, 99 set love balloons. 20% chance to develop. But there's something here from somewhere else. And these words are brought to us by Dada Boo, the Florida Wave Master. He's also someone I check in on for good input on the tropics during hurricane season. Because hashtag WX Twitter's a team, man. Okay. Yeah, so it's weird season. And you got an angry squirrel of heavy rain and hail headed towards La Monte, Davis City, and Interstate I-35. Hey, shout out to Interstate I-35. I've driven on you before in my lifetime. Weather, this is Iowa, and that is definitely a sunglass wearing squirrel, man. So that's a good omen. I hope nobody gets hurt. Is that a dinosaur? Look at his tail. It's like a cat. Yep. Come to me to talk to you about the weather. Animals. Dragons. And so, yeah, it's been bow shock and dare shows up in the northwest. North central. You know, like Michigan area. Great Lakes. Early this morning. Some locales were hit with heavy rain and damaging wind gusts yesterday. brought down trees and flooded out some areas. And you know what? Those wind gusts got up to be 100 miles an hour, 90s and 80s for other areas. I'm putting my new moon intention in that I tend to find a miracle date to go track down this comet. You know, people go storm chasing to find tornadoes. Comets are way cooler than tornadoes, in my opinion, way less threatening. Yeah. Anyway, especially if you're on some type of romantic comedy date. So yeah, happy new moon, y'all. And the Siberian fires are weird because they all seem to start at about the same time and they start to burn. And it's like it's the middle of Siberia. So who started it? Unless, I mean, there are a lot of guesses you could take, but if you look like here, it definitely looks like lava and volcano action happening. But that's probably just orange ash. I feel like I'm off my talking game, man. So at any point in time, you might be like, hey, I don't want to get my weather information from this guy no more. His silliness extends too deep into his talk. That's why I look to the pros in weather Twitter in moments like these. Like William Churchill. You've heard of the Churchills before, right? He seems like a really good guy. I was talking about the Florida Keys are currently between tropical waves with an easterly. I'm just saying that because some people got mad at Winston. I'm like, that's weird. He's dead. And we got a lot of shit happening now. I was talking about wind flow. The approaching waves look at amplify as it crosses the Florida Strait. So like on Monday or Tuesday, potentially becoming a closed tropical system in the Gulf next week. That's one of the things we're watching. And he's on the team who's out there. You know. So if you're mad at his like super grandfather step uncle, I don't know what to do with you. And I'm not trying to take away your madness. I'm just saying we got hurricanes and plagues and shit to worry about. But we're watching, and I'm watching. All eyes on it. But yeah, we got Cranky and Dada Boo and the Churchill, and everybody's like, hey, now's a great time to start paying attention to the tropics in prepared, but not scared kind of ways. Somebody out there might be like, I like Rob Schneider. Like, man, I don't know. You know, like, okay, this was a joke. It just wasn't as funny. I'll stick to the weather. Asterisk. And I'm trying to use like my special magic heart, mind, magnetic field, electric field powers, the force, the power of prayer through my Lord Savior, King of Kings, Jesus Christ, and all prayer warriors out there, and all good people and good energy to prevent major hurricanes from hitting people in the face. You know, but don't bet your family's life on that. Be prepared for definitely a hurricane this season. You know, we're playing maximum defense for the rest of the year here at Astro Fight Club. That is the, without a doubt, play maximum defense. July 15th, Dada Boo, Florida Wave Master, was talking about witnessing spin getting sucked up the passage. So, you know, if you get sucked up, you don't know where you get spit out or swallowed by hurricanes and atmospheric disturbances. You know, these things, we had 5,000 people died. Hurricane Maria just like 3 years ago over here. And so it always is good to keep a little bit of severe weather PTSD. You don't want to get hit by a hurricane or tornado. Not if you can avoid it, unless you want to, and I can't make that call for you. It's a weird world, man. Yeah, good morning, though, to everybody. Congratulations on making it through. I'm talking about the weather, space weather, solar wind, and geomagnetic. These real-time data are noisy and not good for scientific investigations. Oh, crap. So put in all crap in that checkbox or whatever. The best way to check on magnetic wind is to check the auroras, in my opinion. This day 3 outlook, and look at that. That looks like a monster in its own right. It's got like 3 eyes of rain and a weird mouth with a single front tooth. See that? And it's got horns like a stegosaurus. I mean, you can see whatever you want to, but this is what the rain pattern will be like in 3 days from now. Or 2.5. You do your own math. Somewhere over the rainbow of night sky aurora clouds. Shot of a lifetime. A lot of people are doing. That was taken by a damn demon. Wow. I don't know if you want to take this information in your brain because it was taken by a damn demon, man. My Sunday school, so I was a little weird. Yep, that's right. I tricked you into a weather Sunday school. Hope you're learning something. Yeah, there have been a lot of signs in the heavens. That's good omen. And I'm in the camp that this comet is a good omen. And these auroras might even be good omens. Someday the sun shall wake up, because empires fall during solar minimum and rise during solar maximum. I don't know if you can tell, but we've been in a solar minimum for a while, and it's deep. It's deep, baby. And I think I might be losing my mind just a little. And I'm wondering, if I did have kids, I don't, but if I did have kids and these two were my kids, how would I feel as a parent? And so that cool comet, and I'm guessing the solar wind, will be around until at least the 27th by the Big Dipper. If you want to find it, you got to find the Big Dipper and then go look down and around in the Big Dipper. So it will be about here right now. So find the Big Dipper, look down or look around over the next week or so. That's where the comet will be. I hope to see it, and hopefully I will get that magic, super cool date of intention. It's romantic, like the something. El Cometa Neowise has me sober on, look at this. We're getting knocked loose in clouds. We're getting auroras. We're getting a little bit of everything. All the cool signs in the heaven, the cool colors that seem incredibly non-threatening. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe that is a silver blue Kachina. And I think technically you come to me for weather and to optimism. And I'm optimistic about the future, but it's definitely going to be dangerous and weird throughout the rest of 2020 would be my guess. Huge nucleus. That's what you're going to get from cool cats and indoor cats, the coma and the comet. This was taken from downtown Norfolk, and it's unistellar. That means one stellar. This young lady's like 21, 22. As far as like young ladies go, they're 21 or 22. She's really cute, She looks great in a little skirt, too. Oh. Sometimes I like to have a commercial where I advertise that I'm single without kids, never been married. So it's awkward, I get it. But when the tornadoes get to do me, like this one from El Salto, Jalisco, Mexico. It's a tornado. Yeah, that's it's a pretty serious tornado. It's in a field, though. It's always better when they're in a field as opposed to a city, a town, or buildings. Flags. Half-staff. Honor the life and legacy of Congressman John Lewis. Someone said the comet is a sign from all of our ancient ancestors and forefathers and foremothers and foresisters and forebrothers. And so, yeah, I'm sure humanity's done a lot of cool stuff over its entire history. There are some really great people out there. But there are also dangerous Mexican tornadoes out there. And dangerous Italian tornadoes. And dangerous American tornadoes. And dangerous Chinese tornadoes. And I'm pretty sure tornadoes can show up anywhere and wreck your shit. Dun dun dun. I'm on fire if I was that ground in California, and an eddy from the Pacific, bringing in the marine layer across the Monterey Bay. The fire's burning in Fresno County, over the Sierra into Nevada. Have you ever flown in a plane before? And when you look down on Earth, you're like, wow, the Earth looks so cool because I'm so high. I've done that. That's always a cool feeling. And then you get that 5-second paranoia, like, how do planes fly? Like, they look really weird. They don't look like they should work. They're giant hunks of metal. They're just floating through the sky. Like, what if the plane just drops and smashes to the ground? I don't know. Being on a plane is weird. That's why they let you have beer. But that shit's expensive. I haven't been on a plane in a while. Ethan Skoronsky. Models are an unusual agreement with the Grand Theft Auto severe thunderstorm threat for Ontario tomorrow, which would be today, around 3 p.m. And so, Canada's been getting tornadoes. Mexico's been getting tornadoes. Minnesota's been getting tornadoes. The Dakotas have been getting tornadoes. I think Illinois even got a tornado. And then straight line winds been blowing everything over, like trash cans, trees, and other odd stuff, It's like charged particles are everywhere. Meanwhile, In Alaska, they're putting out warnings that it will be over 70 degrees this week. Please stay inside and stay hydrated. I don't say stay inside. It says it will be over 70 degrees this week. Please stay hydrated and stay safe. Meanwhile, Philadelphia, Washington, and like Aberdeen is everywhere in Washington, D.C. are going to be at, feels like it's too hot temperatures for a lot of people in a lot of places, especially on the concrete. Blacktop, Ethan Clark. Not exactly a map you'd like to see heading into the heart of a hurricane season. Most of the Atlantic and Gulf of Mexico is seeing well above average sea surface temperatures. This is only one ingredient that hurricanes love. It can be like rocket fuel. But what hurricanes don't love is wind, especially upper level winds. And so, yeah, if the wind ever really slows down, then it can get real dicey real fast, real dangerous. Kind of, if you look at it this way, it looks like a guy's face. There's his eye, there's his forehead, his nose, and there's his mouth. So he's looking at you, Louisiana. So yeah, I'm super honored you come to me, especially on a Sunday, to listen to me ramble about weather and energetic happenings across the planet. I definitely never try and bore you, you know? Yeah, there's the yellow areas or areas we'll be watching later for the day. Today, for severe weather. Then tomorrow, Mother Nature's still picking on the Dakotas. Like, I haven't seen it do this to an area. It did this over here with like the 5 nor'easters. It did that for a while in the Northeast. I don't know, 2-3 years ago for a while. But now I guess that the area Mother Nature's picking on is right here. Mother Nature keeps picking right here. And if there's a Jupiter-Saturn connection, we could see that shift. All right. But that thing definitely looks like some type of a happy, goofy dog monster or dog creature. Maybe it's not. No, maybe it's friendly. Yeah, there are hazards around, and Asteroid Fight Club is Planetary Defense Commander. I want to help you avoid hazards at all, whenever you can. Sometimes hazards can teach us a lesson, though I'm old enough, I don't think I need to learn any more hazard lessons. But that's not how life works. Here you go. We're looking at a 14-hour precipitation guessed by atomically engineered computers. No, I like to throw out fancy words. Red stuff on the map, that is projected tornadic and straight line and hail activity. And this definitely seems like a weird pattern. You get a lot of moisture coming into the Gulf. Oh, I should check out the big map. Life is real, but it feels really, really surreal to me in 2020. And that may be where I'm having some communication issues with you, where I'm trying to make these great presentations that help you deal with and adjust life. And I'm not sure I'm my 100% game because, yeah, life is real, but it feels surreal. But we can see a lot of moisture here in the Gulf that's like, there's going to be rain that's going to keep on moving in. So yeah, I guess I'm putting out an alert. It took me 20 minutes to get to it, but we're there. All those things got to do is wrap up. If wind shear goes down, we could be getting punched by a whole lot of moisture really fast in the Gulf. And they pointed a bullseye on this part of Texas multiple times already. Like if Mother Nature was going to get instantly pissed at somebody, she's coming down here for now. Because all that high is pushing her. The big Azores high thingy. Okay, so. But now, like, we're watching a little vorticity of spin. Well, we've definitely got a lot of rain. That would just need an energetic spark. We've been getting some serious earthquake action, too, as well. And Cranky Weather Guy, one of the many Western Mexico convective blowups yet to come. Daily event spanning multiple weeks, it would seem. This seems like really, 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 really important information. If you're listening to Asteroid Fight Club, Cranky Weather Guy, one of many Western Mexico convective blowups yet to come. Daily event spanning multiple weeks, it would seem. Remember, I was showing you all those angry Mexican tornadoes. We had an angry Mexican volcano, along with Guatemala, and it's a whole range. I love Mexican women, and all Mexicans, really. You know? And so we're in for some weird weather. And we could see the Gulf, if the wind shear dies down, it could get really dangerous really fast. You know, we're having major floods in China right now. There have been some really, 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 really bad floods in China, like really bad floods, and then parts of India, Bangladesh. But this is like really bad flooding, and sometimes when the flooding is in the east, it shifts to the west. And so we could see that shift happen starting this week to the next month, for sure. Absolutely, without a doubt. With or without hurricane formation, we could still get a ton of rain. Weather, it's always interesting. So I will keep watching all the things for you guys, and then I'll try and spit it back to you in a non-spittle fashion. Spit sounds gross, especially in 2020. As best I can. I love you. Have a great Sunday. Stay cool. But yeah, things are going to get weird. It's 2020. God bless everyone.